You're live.
We are live? Yeah?
Yep.
All right.
What's up, Kirk?
What's going on? Good morning. How are you guys doing? All right?
Good. This is brought to you by DraftKings. The NBA is finally back. Here's a way to get even more into the action following your favorite players. Playing Pick 6 from DraftKings, an official partner of the NBA. Super simple to get started. First, download the DraftKings Pick 6 app, so you need a separate app to do it. Then select 2 or more players and choose more or less of a stat, like points, rebounds, three-pointers, and more. Track your picks for a shot at huge cash prizes. That's all there is to it. Pick 6 is available in most states, including California, Texas, Georgia, Missouri, and more. So states that you can't get the traditional DraftKings, you can play this Pick 6. And for all first-time Pick 6 players, check this out. New customers play $5 and get $50 in Pick 6 credits. Hoop it all season long with the newest, most fun way to play fantasy sports, Pick 6 from DraftKings. Download the DraftKings Pick 6 app now. Use code UNNAMED. That's code UNNAMED for new customers. Play $5, get $50 in Pick 6 credits. Only on DraftKings Pick 6. The crown is yours.
This is our last episode before Surviving starts. Would that be right?
Yeah, because we're not doing next week. Right.
Do we have, is it trailer coming? Do we know when this is going to start getting kind of promoted?
Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. I know I haven't.
Wow.
Oh, you haven't seen it all? No.
It airs Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Is that we may put like a Cyber Monday goal. Like if we hit this, we'll drop it earlier on Cyber Monday. But the plan, if not, is Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. I think like a bunch of weeks in a row.
I had to go last week. Have you done this yet? Yeah, you kind of do some
like the fill-ins, basically.
Yeah.
Yes.
It took me a couple hours. How long did it take you?
No comment.
Why have I not had to do this?
No comment on any of it.
I mean, the first one eliminated Whitney. I mean, that's generally
no comment on any of it.
What do you mean no comment on any of it?
You're the only one who spoiled anything.
We spoiled the fucking thing. We can't comment on it?
No comment on any of it. Do we have a dump button?
You're no commenting us.
Yeah. Well, I have logic, so I'm no commenting.
You have logic, so you're no commenting.
Well, we're on a live show. You want me to text it to you?
Well, I think everybody.
Anything to update us?
I can tell you
what's going to happen.
I don't think it was with Netflix the way he was criticizing Netflix this weekend. Is my guess. I thought maybe Netflix was the place, but probably not, huh?
Why Netflix? That was a huge success for them in the end.
It was a disaster during it, though.
Streaming, yeah. I wonder whether they thought it was a disaster during, or that didn't really matter because they had so many views and whatnot.
They had to think of it as a disaster.
Can I ask you a basic question though? Like, how does that still happen to a company? Netflix, the biggest company in the world, whatever.
Because they've never done anything remotely similar to that.
But how are they not? Did they not have the ability to say, "Hey, let's test this"? You just can't replicate having.
I don't think you can. Yeah, I don't think you can.
They undersold the total of people.
60 million live concurrents. I don't think.
Why do you say it was such a success at the end?
Because their stock price is up like 20% or something since it happened. Yeah,
wow.
100 million people watch, right?
Global.
Yeah.
Do you think they thought? Think the number way overshot what they thought it was going to be? Like, is there a way to estimate that? I have no idea.
I don't know how many total users they have. So I didn't even think they had that many total users to begin with. So, I mean, I have no idea how to know. Like, I watched it. I would not have watched it if I had to pay for it.
Oh, God, no. But I guess their argument is, well, actually, you do have to pay for it. You just don't think of it that way. Because you pay for it.
Yeah, you're paying for so much else.
Yeah, I mean, I have Netflix whether that fight happens or not. So it's not like I signed up for Netflix based on that. I have Netflix and I've had it forever.
Same. But did you watch like the night in its entirety?
I watched a lot. I started too early. The female fight before it was unbelievable.
Way better. Yeah, it was a good fight.
And I was at that fight at Madison Square Garden, and it's the best sporting event I've ever been to in that building, the best fight. So I was excited for it. And then I like everybody else, I had the curiosity factor, and it's like free. So yeah, I'll watch it. The biggest thing I lost is I stayed up late. Like I don't stay up that late.
I just don't get why they I guess I didn't know what it was because I've got Cedric the Entertainer and Michael Irvin and like, what is it? Is it a fight?
Circus.
Yeah, I guess they're just going to do that. I mean, I know the NFL.
I mean, it's not a real fight. That was never a real fight. You couldn't bet it in certain states. Tyson's like, I consider myself a Tyson historian. He was horrible at the end of his career when he was still young.
Yeah, we're right. After he lost to Holyfield, after he lost to Douglas, he was basically.
Once he got out of prison, he was totally different. And I mean, I've said this. I did his podcast. They need somebody else in there because he couldn't even carry a sentence. He was walking with a cane not too long ago. Brilliant move from both those guys. Made a shit ton of money, but that was not a legitimate fight. It was a circus. It was a clown.
I saw the video where it was like obvious he wasn't hitting him.
Yeah, there's a bunch of those.
No, I don't believe any of that. I mean, Tyson's old.
He's 60 years old.
Like, you can't just throw hand. Like, he has no skills left.
You don't think he knows how to throw a punch? Like, if Tyson hit you with an uppercut, you'd be on another planet.
I don't know if that's the barrier for entry here.
Well, you're saying it's like he can't do it. He can't throw a punch anymore.
He can't. And versus somebody as capable, not that Jake Paul's the most capable. Jake Paul, for whatever you want to say, is in the gym training like every day for like a decade now. Fighters can't get off punches. Not just like when guys lose it, it's like, why isn't he throwing? It's like the reflexes, the skills. He's afraid of getting hit. Trust me, if Tyson thought he could have knocked out Paul, he would have tried to.
I don't agree with that.
Well, you're dumb then.
How am I dumb if there's all these different videos that are kind of showing like, yo, and wasn't it already said that the longer the fight went, the more he got paid?
Oh, is that true?
No, I haven't seen that anywhere.
I didn't see that. Is that right?
Wait, who's dumb? You think Mike Tyson could have performed better and chose not to? That's dumb.
Yeah, I think he could have. Yeah, maybe not later, but earlier on, I would think he had something more to give.
Why?
To Whitney's point, though, I did see you would see these training montages of Tyson.
They were with nobody hitting back in like 1 second.
But I'm saying he looked even more fit in those than he did. Then he shows up at the fight and he looked bloated.
Maybe they fast forwarded those like training clips.
They're like 1 second clips. This guy was losing to tomato cans
at the end. Oh yeah, no,
30 years ago.
Yeah, he was terrible at the end.
30 years ago, he was losing. And you could ask, like, why doesn't Mike just knock this guy out? Because whatever he had was long gone. Guy, like, he's fucking 60. He fought Roy Jones Jr. and it was the same shit. I mean.
Like, you think if Tyson got in like a bar fight, he wouldn't be able to knock out the bouncer?
Oh, Paul's a legitimate fight. I mean, he's a tough guy. I mean, he's not, no.
Paul is a professional. Like, he trains. I don't know who the bouncer. The man
was old, strong, tough.
No, I don't know that he would be able to. Honestly,
I bet it's the biggest payday of his career, though, which is crazy.
Yeah, when you add up the years passing and 20 million. I mean, the guy was walking with a cane not too long ago. Like,
it's fucking wild. Just fooled everybody. Like, everybody all week was like, I saw people tweeting that thought Tyson was going to win.
I made a video saying it was the easiest bet I've ever seen in my lifetime. If I really had balls, I would have put my net worth on it. Not that I would have been allowed to because they wouldn't, but I got nervous by how dumb like the Whitneys of the world was. I was like, what these people. I put $100,000 on Jake Paul. He was 2-1, so I won 50. But you're just not paying attention to Tyson if you thought. And I get it. People like.
I never saw him on a cane. I didn't know he was walking.
Did you watch any of the Roy Jones Jr.?
No.
I mean, yeah. I mean, he's an old man, and he wasn't good 30 years ago. When he was 30 years younger, but people still did that during his career. Every fight, they're like, here comes Tyson, because they do the montages, the back, and then it'd be a dud. And it's like, oh, I fell for the banana in the tailpipe again. Then you move it 30 years versus a guy who's 27. Jake Paul is no good. Like, he's fought one guy his age who's a borderline fighter in Tommy Fury, and he lost. Now, I never had interest after that, but he's good enough where you can't be a 60-year-old man who was on a cane a year ago. I don't care what you were. Like, and to be honest, I think a lot of these boxers who fought a lot, they age way worse than normal humans. because they've been hit so
hit
much.
In the head, dude.
Of course.
No shit.
Honestly, Tyson,
well, no shit, Ryan. Apparently, you didn't get that logic.
Well, no, but I understand. You're trying to say, hey, boxers don't age great. I know that. I still would think Mike Tyson had something more in there. That's different than you saying they don't age good.
But no. Well, I'm saying he's 60 is probably closer to 90. Like, how old would Tyson have to be before you're like, yeah, that's too old for him
75.
to be. Yeah, right. That's crazy. It's crazy.
You mentioned Cyber Monday, and so this year was the telethon was essentially canceled. Is that right?
Yeah, I canceled it.
Was that just a financial?
So I looked at the numbers. It's a little boost, but we don't promote it earlier. And it's a lot of work and it's a lot of lift for what? It's like just because we do it every year. So I didn't think it was necessary. When I asked, I'm like, can I see what we do, Cyber Telethon and things like that compared to the rest of the weekend? And I didn't think the amount of work and strain that goes into it on our end, all of our ends, was worth how much we move. So that's why I did it. I mean, we'll still set goals, and it's still Black Friday, Cyber Monday is super important to everybody at the company. But I don't know that I don't want to say busy work, but we didn't need it.
Yeah. So you'll still be keeping an eye on who doesn't promote.
Oh yeah. I keep a close eye.
Any early favorites for that?
No, I mean, we've gotten better, I feel like, because I freak out. It's an important 4 days. It helps a lot. The telethon is just something. Sometimes you get stuck in like, well, we've done this forever, so we should keep doing it. But like, really, why?
Like, I get to call and talk to White Sox Dave.
Yeah, White Sox Dave.
Thrill.
Well, it started all this Cyber Black Friday. It was like the shtick was you're going to make me go bankrupt. Like when it was just like
I remember
the four of us. Yeah. And people actually bought into it, and it would really like go. They'd be like, I can't wait to like put Dave in the poorhouse, and here's 30 shirts I bought. So, and then it elevated. It just has run its course.
Can it go the other way where people tweet too much, where it just is one?
That's what I wonder. Like at some point, they're like, "Fuck, I'm not buying it because of how much my
and somebody's tweeting 310 times. You're just like, well, okay.
I don't know.
Is there a balance?
I think it's a combo of like being smart or creative with it. But if you're tweeting out new stuff, that probably helps. Like maybe somebody hasn't seen something they like. I would always err on the caution of more than less.
Okay. And if it does well, you might release episode 1 of Surviving
early on that Monday, which I'd love to do. I can't wait to watch Surviving.
Has Jeff watched it?
I don't know.
I have no idea.
I would assume probably no. I bet they. I don't know. But you're right, Dave. Because
right. I know. That's why it's.
I know. You're right. But I will say this about the series: it gets increasingly wilder.
I'm excited to see it.
Yeah. Yes. I'm looking forward to it. Yeah.
I mean, I'm dreading something, but
I mean, there's parts of it. There's parts of it. I'll just say this, kind of like season 1. I just hope when the curtain drops and this thing's over, the company is still standing like that. That's a legitimate concern of mine. So I
will say, without giving any away, I'm not saying how far we went. The three of us do certainly interact at times in the series.
Could be I'm not saying. I'm just dreading something. That's all I'm going to say.
Are you really?
Let's move on.
I said I might have the longest 24 hours on the internet anyone's ever had.
Is it what I think it is or no?
No, stop it. Can we stop it? No. I'll end the show. There's no way to do this without.
All right, fine, Dave. Fucking talk about fucking Zach Bryan again. I don't know what the fuck to say.
I mean, that is kind of crazy. The Zach Bryan UFC, he got exposed there. I mean,
I'll admit that's interesting. I did not care that Bree was FaceTiming with Zach Bryan's wife. I don't give a shit about that.
People in that care, but the fact that they're like playing it, like they're begging UFC fighters to walk out to his music, and
you could tell the way he answered the question, he had no idea who the guy was.
Yeah, and then Jack Mack did a pretty deep dive. It's all one guy who's like best friends with Zach, or really good friends, who's like all his fighters suddenly these Zach Bryan fans. That's the thing about Barstool. We have people like, you don't expect that clip to make its way to me, but then you have Robbie Fox, who like is just doing everything UFC. So yeah.
Did you see? So Rico was coloring in Chicago yesterday,
What's going on with Rico's deal? And
He's blinking. He's doing adult color.
The blinking was.
He looks psycho at this blinking. I can't see it.
Those are for his kids, I bet.
In Chicago?
The coloring? No.
Oh yeah, he's not
one of these in Chicago. They color all. I don't know what's going on. And some girl asked him to color. Rico did it. Then he didn't like the tweet. He had the tweet deleted.
He had this tweet deleted?
He confirmed it on the show today. Deleted.
Who would listen to him to delete it?
That's a great question.
And does he now not think this is not going back up somehow?
I got like 40 tweets with him. Like everyone's like, "This is deleted. Why did Rico delete this?" And he just like, "Yeah." He said 2 minutes is not to find a man's day, is what he said to me. And the blinking is insane.
Insane. I couldn't even continue the podcast.
That was like Morse code. They was trying to escape or something.
Have you seen this, Whitney?
Yeah, I got a little theory on it.
Oh, can we see it?
And texted me 10 seconds later. He's like, "Did you see the end of the game?" I'm like, "Yeah, I did." Like, pick 6. He's like, "No, pick 6. They drove to the 1 with like plenty of time left." Rico, are you okay?
Me, yeah.
Can we cut that of Rico just doing this?
I got bad blink. That's the thing. I got bad blink. I'm low on
I've
context.
never noticed him ever doing that in his life. And he's saying he does that.
later.
Back to the game.
They have first and goal at the 1 with 45 seconds.
Yes.
Well, I just saw the play like 2 days ago for the first time. It was on that was bad beats. Yeah. Just unbelievable. I can't take. Can we put sunglasses on Rico?
What's going on?
What's that little smile at the end?
What,
you think? Yeah.
So do you remember about a week ago in Jersey, Jerry had a little viral video of him kind of
in the back. Yeah.
And maybe he's like with some facial tics.
No, that's giving him too much credit.
Oh, I don't know about that.
Rico's smart. Rico's funny and smart, and he might have been like, that clip went kind of viral.
And he's
maybe he might get some blinks on.
What about this one? What about this one's before the
Here's
fact?
a blog that I don't want to.
I've never seen him blink that much before. What the hell?
That's him focusing.
Well, it looks like an alien's in his body, like trying to take it over. You know,
Looks like
it's
Ted Bundy there.
He does. He looks like a serial killer.
Right.
And he's rubbing his hand. What's he thinking about then?
And I guess people are outraged. He's saying he wears the same contacts for a month and a half.
That's very bad for your
I don't know
eyes.
much about that. What's
I mean, I have LASIK. Best thing you can ever do if you need contacts or glasses. But before, if I kept the contact in one night, I mean, you're blinking like Rico.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
So, like, that's bad news. A month
and a half. He said he hasn't taken him out. He sleeps with him. He never takes him out.
Yeah, like I feel like that you could go blind with that.
Jesus.
That's bad news. Seriously.
Well, that's why he's sitting there going like,
well, if you give him a new contract, he can buy some
he's
new
getting
contacts.
a new contract. He's getting a new.
We're not doing this again, are we?
No, he's guaranteed a new contract. Now, does he call me up off the record and say, "Have a great year"? And I have to be like, "Well, you didn't kill anybody, but like you had one show and it got canceled. So like, I don't know that's a great year."
You asked him to blog, and the guy has blogged his dick off for a year straight. Oh, you also had him do this show once a week when I believe Dan told him every day, and Dan told him once a week. It wouldn't be canceled if it was once a week. So you got it canceled, basically.
Oh, was that Healthy Debate? Is that what that was called?
Yeah, Healthy Debate.
That's been canceled.
Yeah, pound for pound, the least viewed show with the longest tenure we've ever had here at this company.
But he's okay. He's gonna get.
Of course, he's okay.
Well, I mean, not mentally okay. I'm saying you can re-sign him.
Yes.
But with inflation, he gets a bump.
Oh, I mean, yeah. Listen, we've had interesting contract negotiations. He got a raise that was bigger than what it should have been. He didn't tell anybody. Bank error in his favor. One of the all-time clips.
Is he pretending that he has any other offers like he did a couple of years
ago? No.
He's giving up that.
Yeah, he knows he's here.
Okay.
That I'll never forget the day what was it? He was gone for 36 hours to Odyssey.
48 hours of Bosco.
I talked to him 70 times in those 48 hours.
There's no chance there was a deal, or there was. You think?
No, he admitted it. Zero.
Pull it up. There's a teaser. 48 hours of Bosco. It's the greatest like teaser for something that's never been made. Somebody will eventually make this, like it'll be a Netflix drama.
And that's to be like a 30-part series.
48 Hours of Bosco, the wildest 48 hours.
And everything he said was a lie the entire time.
100%.
I think he had a couple combos with him. I think I don't think the whole thing was made up.
No,
I think like maybe they talked to him.
Can we pull it up? Can someone pull up the 48 hours of...
No, everything.
How long is this?
No, it's a quick little teaser, but you'll be like, oh, I want to watch this.
What kind of person goes through strangers' life? That's some weird fucking behavior.
Rico's crazy. Off the reservation.
Look at Marty.
He's created burners and went after people's families here at Barstool.
And meanwhile, you're fucking harassing the wife of people? Like, fuck off. Yeah. Fuck off. Some things are bigger than sports, and I'm a man of honor. And then he's fucking one of them. You fucking understand? I'll fucking put it right through you. You stupid fuck. Stop. How many fucking times? How many?
Rico is a fucking coward. Always has been, always will be.
You get away with murder. You run people out of this company.
You do something to wrong him, he cuts you off completely.
That's part of the crazy. That's part of the entertainment. That's part of the nuts. That was who he was. How many fucking times did I say don't do that?
Very easy to take for granted when you're in this seat how many people want to be in your seat.
Mm-hmm.
Be the best.
I would pay $100 to watch that movie.
You know what, though? He is the ultimate, like I always say, for all his craziness, he's a punch down guy, though.
You think? He's one of the all-time punch down
I don't know
guys.
about that. Who's that guy he was going after for years that was pretty big?
Who, Adrian Wojnarowski?
No, the whole former hoops player. Gottlieb's not punching down.
No. That's going.
He's not
personal
going after,
life.
He's not going after me, you, Dave, Biggie. He goes after cons and after fucking Big T. He's a punch down guy.
No doubt.
Now guy.
I mean, he's in better. He doesn't really do these fights anymore.
Yeah, so
he's like sedated. He's coloring in Chicago.
When he says to you he's had a good year, he doesn't mean professionally. He means he hasn't tried to kill anybody or dox them.
Yeah, I mean, Rico's dollars and cents. He just wants the most money humanly possible and will concoct any story possible for him to get to that number. He's doing these.
Yes.
I'll say, like,
good.
If somebody went to prison, ironically, he probably could have for the high noon.
Should have.
And then you come out, and then you're on probation, and you see your officer. The probation officer would be going back to the judge right now, like, this guy's doing unbelievable.
Yeah.
So,
but the problem with this company is the probation officer wants him to be crazy again.
Well, it's
that's sort of the
like you'll make more money if you're crazy,
right,
but then I might have to send you back to prison.
Yeah, like
what go from a guy throwing these things and going nuts to coloring is like the movie Awakenings of Robert De Niro when he comes back to life and in the end he's a zombie again. He's just a zombie again now.
Yeah, it's like the program Latimer, seat at the table. When he's on steroids, he's in the starting lineup.
Right.
Steroids ain't good. Take steroids out, he can't see the field.
We gotta get somebody to put your face on the coach at the end when he looks at him on the sideline and he knows.
Yeah, I think Latimer at the end gets back on steroids, doesn't he?
He does, and then he makes the big play, and the coach looks at him and he just says,
That's right.
I know.
How is speaking of coach, any new Gruden news in the last week or no?
Home run hire. People love him.
Seems like he's all in.
All in. People coming out of the woodwork, like wanting to work with him. People, advertisers.
Really? Advertisers already call him?
Yeah.
Wow, that's nice.
Doesn't have a clue how the internet works. It was funny. Like his golf swing. He has a pretty good golf swing.
Yeah,
went like crazy viral. He just sent it to the group chat, which is funny to like show his golf swing.
What's the group chat?
We have a group, internet group chat. So when he creates something, he sends it to us. We can get it.
Yeah, someone's tweeting for him, obviously.
He sends the stuff and then we put it out.
Right. Yeah.
So he sent the golf just in the chat, and then I think Malasek maybe somebody's like, can we post? He's like, no, that's just internal. I'm like, we gotta post it. This is great. People love it. So no, he's been great. Great hire. Very happy.
Anything new that like anything he's gonna be doing that you didn't know a week ago? Was there anything?
Well, we didn't even know the Gruden Grinders thing was coming. Like he just sent it along, and then we didn't have graphics really ready for it. No, it's still so early. I'll probably go to Tampa and spend a day or two with him at his facility after Thanksgiving.
I kind of need a Che and Gruden thing.
I know.
Like I need
Che is just.
Yeah, we got to send him something.
I agree. It's hard because they're not together.
Right. He's in. Yeah.
Like,
and I think if Che didn't have kids,
a show
What's
with
that?
them too.
Even if it's like quick, even if it's just kind of some video form, something where they're just, even if it's a separate thing for a half hour, they just.
I agree.
Just talk.
There's got to be something there.
Yeah.
Like the clip he did of Ricky Waters was unbelievable.
Crazy.
That he pulled out. Did you see this? Like it was a Joe Mixon touchdown run. Yeah, like where else? Run. Unbelievable. Yeah, it's crazy. And he has it. He somehow, like, how did he, like, where did he pull this Ricky Waters run? And be like, that's what he reminds. It's literally the same run.
Same run.
He would have, not that he would have he coached him when he was in Philly, I would guess. No?
Yeah, so he coached him, but still, even to have that, I can't remember where to find videos I did last week. That like
I love
he's
at
like,
the end when he's like, "How is he not in the Hall of Fame, man?"
Yeah, so he's been great. He's been a very good hire for us.
He's one of those guys that's like he's older than the internet in a way, but he does everything he puts on's gonna, like, he puts out any tweet and boom, thousands of likes because. Do you know what I mean? Like, he doesn't even know probably how good these videos are.
Well, it's the thing at the start when he first started announcing that made him appealing is what makes him appealing on this thing. Like he's like good, like he can do something in a minute like very easily.
Yeah, he doesn't know how hard that is.
20 minutes. No,
and it's genuine. Yeah. It's like he's truly like is obsessed with football, and that's it. Like he's just football. He wants to donate back to football. But yeah, I mean, people, they don't forget, but before his email scandal thing, he was like top of the chain. Like he was the guy. Yeah.
So. Back to the Raiders for sure. Yeah, he was one guy.
You must have got him for pennies on the dollar too.
We got a good deal. But I mean, he'll make a ton. Like if we do it right, it's not like we're screwing.
Cyber Monday, it's big for him.
Cyber Monday.
Is it now we're like I see Dion does. I just saw Dion just had a new show announced somewhere. Like if he took a job somewhere next year, he could still do stuff for you, couldn't he? Or no?
Yeah, he could. I mean,
I don't think he's going to anyway. I mean,
it will be amazing if he ends up coaching his kid in the NFL.
Yeah,
like the storyline.
I think his kid's going to be unbelievable in the NFL. It's hard. Like when you have the thing that John and why it's working is he's full-time us right now. Like you text him, he's back. He's thinking content. He's fully in. When you have the guys 1 foot in, 1 foot out, generally doesn't work. And if you're a full-time coach, like honestly, how much time are you going to have?
That's true. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. What else you guys have?
Nothing.
You have nothing else.
I got to get with Biz because we're moving on this golf thing and see what you guys want to, if you want to be involved.
All right, fill us in a little bit. Like, what is your plan for this?
We've cost Jerry $1 million over this, so what are we doing?
Jerry gets to be in, right?
Of course.
She almost not put him in now.
I've already explained what I think this will be.
Who? Yeah, but I'm saying like,
but you were saying
who's picking who gets invited? Like, there's
Foreplay sent me a list of their like 64 top like dream list, and we're continuing to build on it because I thought there were some gaps. So other people I may know, like Josh Richards, like, hey, who are some gigantic influencers who golf? Like that may be good.
How many people do you think would be together day of? Like how many?
64.
You can get them all together in the same place in the same day. It's going to take forever from a planning perspective, no?
I think I give it like 8 months.
Okay. And
then how many people does one person win?
No, ideally, so my vision with this is sell sponsorships, ads, everything, and break even. So all profit, which I think would be profitable, will go to the prize pool. So we'll play with the money, but yeah, you'd want more than just a winner because then you can obviously have more shots that mean a lot.
Gruden should be in this.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, who from the company? So Foreplay
guys. I'd say Whit. I'd say Biz
and Gruden,
and obviously Gruden and Jerry.
I mean, what about the guy that's talking to us right now? He plays golf.
That, me?
Yeah.
Well, I thought I would do something like, I mean,
possibly.
Yeah, even announcing or something. No.
Yeah.
I'll do that. That's fine. I mean, whatever. Yeah, I'll do whatever.
What course?
There's a place in the Ozarks that we're looking at.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Actually, right now our sandbagger's dropping, so you could get off this show and go watch our sandbagger right now.
Drop right now.
So I'd want to know. There's a certain degree, like there are certain people. I don't want like really rich people on this because I don't want like that. That defeats the purpose in my mind.
Like John Gruden.
I don't know that John Gruden would fall in that category.
On $100 million contract with the Raiders, like at $15 million a year
I
to
think
win
John
football.
Gruden's loaded. That's why he's working for you for free.
Yeah, he's why he's getting.
It's not free. Did he get all that? I don't even know.
$100 a year to work. I bet you he's worth $150 million.
But I see what you're saying. If you have Jersey Jerry types where like they'll kill, they'll stab you with
That's
a
the
club.
whole point. Correct.
But you want the Bryson DeChambeau in there. He's loaded. You got
no, I didn't. No, he was going to help us run it. He was not going to be playing in it.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
He would maybe be like announcing or something. He was not a player.
I mean, Whit and Biz, they have money. Like these guys are up.
Biz would chop your fucking leg off for $1 million cash.
But my point is
for 1,000.
Yeah, so no, Biz falls into the category of money. Definitely, it's if you truly like don't like you can't. If I lost out on $1 million, I'm not gonna be like, oh fuck, I lost out on $1 million. Biz would.
Well, maybe I should be in it then. I would be fucking into it. But I will say, like, yeah, I mean, it's tough when you have big names like that because a lot of them are gonna have money.
Totally. So to me, this is
creators.
Yeah, well, yeah, they're not like the Bob Does Golf and like those guys fall into that category.
I mean, too many. You don't want too many nice guys though. There's a lot of those guys are nice guys, like the good.
I was watching a golf thing on YouTube recently, and they're so nice and nerdy.
Yeah,
it wasn't Bob Does Sports that it's like Jesus Christ. So I like the Sandbaggers. Go check it out right now. A lot of chirping.
Yeah,
I don't like the nice stuff.
Right. Well, if I'm in the mix, Kirk's in the mix, we can get it nasty. Yeah, like I'm not worried about that. Like, I mean, I ran fucking Rappaport out of the company probably based on that fucking tournament.
Honestly, your greatest accomplishment. Thank you for that.
He couldn't take the chirp. He was playing like a plus 20 by the time I was done with him.
Oh, I was thinking the other Rappaport. The fact we've had two of those guys, both squids, is unbelievable.
Dan, I had Dan's hands were like this walking up. He couldn't do nothing.
He was struggling. So you think 8 months from now,
ish, yeah,
in the Ozarks. Okay, well, good. I mean, that is a huge undertaking.
Huge, and so I'm like talking to not just there's professional people involved.
Yeah.
Broadcasting, things like that we're involving.
Okay, good. That'll be good. Yeah, that'll be good, Whit.
Yeah, that'd be unbelievable, actually. I just don't know. Yeah, I just don't know how this is going to play out depending on who's in it. You could have people thinking it's going to be a fun tournament that end up like leaving.
Oh, this isn't meant to be fun.
No, I know, but there's going to be people who have no idea walking
That's the thing.
This.
Like, I love foreplay guys, but they do that stuff with good guys who seem like nice guys as well, but it's a fucking circle jerk.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, this won't be.
Yeah. Okay.
We need them involved. We want them all involved. But this, I'm going to make sure, like, I'm in a vision, if you have announcers calling the whole thing, but then like a Kirk on hole 14 with a mic, that'll turn that hole nasty.
You almost
so you got to make sure you have.
Like you can like blow an air horn in the backswing. Like this should be like not real golf almost.
It would be like our Ryder Cup where it's a lot of things that aren't kosher in golf. Like you're gonna be standing an inch away from the guy shooting it, like backswing, like a lot of stuff's gonna go on.
Is it teams of two?
No, it's gonna the teams are gonna continually rotate during out the whole.
I'm confused
tournament.
by that. I think. No, are you not with her? I'm confused.
So all right,
I think
64.
he's confused.
No, I'm not. So
64. Okay. Yep.
2 teams of 32 to start. Ryder Cup format. One team is going to.
2 teams of 32. I'm confused by that even, but go ahead.
Okay. Well, we'll get in the nitty gritty, but you set up people out. Some may have to sit whatever. Ryder Cup at the end of a day, half those people, the team that wins moves on, the other team goes home. So you redo the teams. You have 32 left. Now you have 4 teams of 8, 2 matches going on. So
it's just like handicaps is going to be like, it's just going to be hard.
Yeah.
But the handicaps get neutralized when you're doing that format.
Well, no, not if you have if you have like a team. Yeah, I don't know. It's hard.
Yeah, but if you're drafting the teams like how we did, and then you're creating, you're like putting them out Ryder Cup style, that there's strategy and stuff involved.
But if you're 35 handicap, you have no chance of winning the $1 million. Right?
No, you will.
Am I wrong? Wait, am I no?
First of all, I don't think we're going to have a 35 handicap. We will have handicaps involved, but we're going to. All these people are theoretically golfers that have put their golf on the internet. So if someone like we're going to have, this isn't just somebody showing up that we have no idea sandbagging like their handicap. We're going to know how they golf.
But you have a guy like Whit and you have a guy like Jerry though. That's a 30 shot.
He's saying there'll be enough good, enough bad, enough middle where you just combine them all.
I guess, yeah. I mean, that did work in the Ryder. To be fair, that did work in the Ryder Cup.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Like there's all levels and who you're putting out and try to do it, but that it will all neutralize itself.
Okay. So, all right. So we're off next week and then we're back. So that we could, 2 weeks from today, we can at last talk about how many episodes of Surviving.
Thank God.
How many episodes will be aired?
I think but there'll be 3 by the time we air next time.
2 or 3, depending.
2 or 3, depending on Saturday, Monday. Yeah.
Whit, do you have a prediction who's going to win?
All right, bye. That's the end of it. No predictions.
Well,